Hello, Hilo, and welcome to another Hindsight Insight video. These videos are intended to jog your thinking, to maybe disturb your thinking, because as I examine things for you on your behalf, that is what I do at hindsightfinancial.com, we talk about what works and what does not work. And so I want to talk today about something that many people here in Hawaii participate in, and that is the deferred compensation. It's at the hospital, it's at the fire department, it's throughout the communities in the county and in the state programs. And these seem like sensible alternatives. We want to save our money, we want to pay as little tax on it as possible, and we want to have a benefit that's substantial when we do enter into retirement. Well, the deferred compensation is a very different kind of program. Now, we do get to put our money away before we pay taxes. However, there is not a tax deduction, and I am not a tax professional that is an accountant and a CPA, and we need those people. I'm just talking in generalities, but the compensation that we receive from that will be taxed at the other end. And I know that we think we'll be at a lower tax bracket when we retire. However, it seldom happens, because income brackets at retirement are determined by the available income of which we're able to take. So if you've done a great job of saving in your company savings plan, and you've done a great job of accumulating a terrific pension from the county or the state, you're going to be in very good shape. However, you are not going to be at a lower bracket. So let's talk about what happens in the deferred comp along the way. So you put away your dollars, and now it's not matched. No, there is no match on behalf of the county. There is no match on the behalf of the state. Unlike a company, which might put in 50% of the top first 6%, let's say. But there is no participation from the state. So, this money must do for itself. So let's look at what happens. First thing that happens, there's an administrative fee. Now, the last time I looked at it, it was at 0.45% of assets each one will pay. As your account grows, your 0.45% fee will grow. Now, why is that? Why would they charge you more to handle a $100,000 account than $10,000? I don't think there's any more paperwork. But that is fee-based. That is a lot of money. And when I calculate that for an individual, we talk, along with the interest that we lost on that money, that's an awful big figure. Now the funds within it, and I am not licensed for securities, I have no authority and I do not want to become an advisor, but the funds themselves have a fee. And they range, well, there's a fee. Let's leave it at that, because I don't want to go picking numbers, because it's irrelevant. The idea is that you already don't have all the money you had put in. If I'm right, those fees come out of nobody but you, so you are not whole the first time you put money in. They are taking money out of your account. You have to earn that interest back in order to outperform these fees that they incur on you. Now, there's no match, there are fees, and the likelihood of you paying more tax down the road with a federal deficit of $20+ trillion, well, I don't know. But I want to point it out that maybe we don't have what we think we have in the deferred compensation. We do not have liquidity, we do not have use, and we do not have control. There are no benefits that are being derived from that money the entire time you're working for the institution or the state, and you can't get your money till you separate service. So, would it be better to do an alternative? Yes, and I have no hesitation in that. So take a trip. Take a short trip to hindsightfinancial.com. Click on retirement. Look at the balance of the portfolio. Look at the tanks, as we talk about, between after and before tax money, between safety and risk. And balance is about all you really want to do in a financial plan, because if all your money's on the side of risk and '08 happens again, or '00 happens again, or the next one actually happens, it's a when, not an if. you won't have all that money you had the night before. So, there's good alternatives within the plan. There are guaranteed funds. But the strategies in order to have an exit strategy, those are what hindsightfinancial.com will bring to the table. So take the time, give yourself a gift, go visit hindsightfinancial.com, educate, and you're going to feel better. So, aloha, and I hope you enjoyed this Hindsight Insight. I want to do more, so call me. Tell me what you want to hear. I'd love to hear from you. Aloha.